Besides being two famous American actors and comedians, Kevin Hart and Chris Rock are two businessmen who have amassed huge fortunes throughout their careers. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Kevin Hart and Chris Rock. Luxury transportation. Both actors love to get around with a lot of sophistication, but which one has the most expensive means of transportation? For cruising on the high seas, Kevin has been seen on luxury super yachts. One of the boats used by the actor was one known as Shambhala, a yacht of the Azimuth 100 model, manufactured by the Italian company Azimuth Yachts. The 100-foot-long vessel is equipped inside with 6 cabins that can accommodate up to 11 passengers, offering a lot of luxury and comfort for all who go on board. Going to the outside of the yacht, there is an excellent area to enjoy the sea breeze and sunbathing, even with a jacuzzi. Of course, to enjoy all this luxury you have to spend a lot of money. To get an idea of the price, the boat is valued at around $5 million, but it is believed that Kevin probably rented this yacht to spend a few days with his family and may have paid around $60,000 per week. To get around more quickly to the most different places, Kevin is always seen in beautiful small jets. There was even a funny episode when his friend Nick Cannon had his picture plotted on Kevin's jet. Some sources speculate that he once owned a Hawker 400 XP, a twin-engine midsize executive aircraft. The interior of the jet has the capacity to carry up to 8 passengers in great comfort, which can be noticed by looking at the pictures that Kevin Hart shares on social networks. During one of his trips, the actor had a big scare when the tire of the aircraft exploded, and he thanked God that everything turned out fine. And the price to have an aircraft of this model can reach about $2.5 million. Chris Rock, on the other hand, prefers to rent modern boats and aircraft when he needs to travel in comfort. And because he has his own aircraft, Kevin Hart wins this round. Point for him. Cars. Both comedians invest large sums when it comes to beautiful cars, but which one owns the most impressive garage? Chris Rock, for example, has been seen getting into an Audi A6, a beautiful and capable sedan with a modern and sporty design. To give you an idea of price, the latest and most complete models of this vehicle can cost up to $80,000. Chris Rock has also been spotted with a Porsche 996, a sports car that, despite being outdated, still has a powerful engine. And that's why the vehicle can be found going for $100,000 depending on its condition. However, being a great friend of Adam Sandler, everyone knows that he won a Maserati as a gift, which is speculated to be the Maserati Quattroporte Gran Lusso model, a super sports car equipped with a V8 engine made for those who like high speeds. And it's no wonder that to own such a vehicle, you may need to cash out around $200,000. Upping the ante further, many sources on the internet speculate that he owns a Bentley Continental GT, a super sophisticated car from the reputed luxury car brand Bentley. The interior of the vehicle is stunning, having a top-notch finish, as well as, of course, being equipped with a super powerful engine capable of easily topping 185 miles per hour. And that's why the vehicle is valued at around $220,000. But the speculations about Chris Rock's garage don't stop there. Some sources say that he even owns a Bugatti Veyron, a beautiful car capable of enticing a lot of attention wherever it passes, its price being estimated at more than $1 million. Already the cars that have been seen with Kevin Hart are, for example, $35,000 1967 Fiat 600 convertible, $40,000 1966 Pontiac GTO, $50,000 1987 Grand National, $55,000 1993 Ford Bronco Custom, $60,000 Jeep Wrangler, $65,000 Chevrolet Corvette C2, $70,000 GMC Yukon, $75,000 1966 Chevrolet Camaro, $80,000 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, $90,000 1959 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible, $95,000 Range Rover Vogue, $100,000 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, $110,000 1965 Mustang Convertible, $115,000 Mercedes-Benz S550, $180,000 Mercedes-Benz G65 AMG, $185,000 Mercedes-Benz Maybach, $190,000 1967 Mustang Eleanor, $200,000 Porsche 911, $220,000 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Edition, $250,000 Ferrari 488 GTB, $260,000 Ferrari 458 Spider. Raising the level of refinement and luxury even further is a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that oozes sophistication, good taste, and comfort, which costs around $310,000. Even more expensive, he has already posted a picture in a Ferrari 488 Pista, one of the fastest cars made by Ferrari. And the price to have this Ferrari Model 0 km can exceed the bagatelle of $350,000. But the most expensive car he has ever seen is a Ferrari SF90, a supercar that is everyone's dream car. And maybe that is why a brand new one can top $600,000. Considering the sum of the price of the vehicles, Kevin Hart wins this round. Point for him. Real estate. The two stars don't skimp when it comes to buying nice properties to live in, but who has the most valuable real estate? It is known that in 2015, Kevin Hart purchased a huge 26-acre plot of land in an exclusive gated community in Calabasas, and that is exactly where he decided to build his huge house that was completed in 2017. According to the posts on his Instagram, it was possible to get to know a little bit about the place where he lives, since he is always sharing with his followers his daily routine and happy moments with his family. It is possible to see that the interior of the property is very spacious and cozy, with the floor all made of wood and also having large openings, which end up providing excellent natural lighting. According to some sources, the actor's house has about 9,600 square feet divided into 2 floors, more than enough space to house everything he and his wife need to live in comfort. The TV room, for example, is very sophisticated, with a marble panel with a fireplace underneath and comfortable gray sofas where Kevin can relax with his children. There's also a cinema room with beanbags and armchairs where his youngest play. Another room in the mansion that Kevin has already shown on his Instagram is his office, which has a wall decorated with many paintings. But no doubt, one of the rooms that the actor most often shares with his followers is his gym, a place where he must spend a lot of time. After all, it must not be easy to keep fit. Kevin's gym seems to be complete, being equipped with several weight training devices and also boxing equipment, a sport he also likes to practice. The architecture of the place is very interesting, having several motivational phrases on the walls and also having huge glasses with a view to the backyard. Going outside, it is possible to see that the place is stunning, having a huge space capable of housing everything that he and his family need. The place has very green grass, where the actor has shared moments when he was walking with a llama on a leash in his backyard. The pool area is one of the most beautiful places in the house, surrounded by sofas and loungers, and has a beautiful view of the mountains. There's also a space with a barbecue and pizza oven, next to a stylish table with rocking chairs for when they want a snack. And let's not forget the playground for his children to play in, where he also takes the opportunity to train outdoors. And there is no doubt that Kevin Hart and his family must have a great time in this mansion, as it is clear that he had to spend a real fortune to build it. According to some sources, to buy the land and build the mansion from scratch, it is estimated that he needed to invest around $5 million. Chris Rock, for his part, owns a large house situated on a spacious 2-acre plot in New Jersey, where he lived for 22 years of his life. While there isn't much information about the property's interior, based on the satellite images, we can see that there is a nice pool, an area with children's toys, and plenty of storage space for cars on the property. And according to media reports, after he got divorced from his ex-wife, the actor had to move out of the property, which is valued at over $4 million. Currently, it is speculated that Chris Rock owns an estate in the area so that he can be closer to his daughters. He also once owned a mansion located in Clinton Hill, a neighborhood in north-central Brooklyn, New York City. The 3-story estate features some old architecture, being built in 1901. Entering the property's interior, we can see that the house's layout has kept the same style used at the time of its construction, with exposed wooden beams on the ceiling and exposed brickwork on the walls. The living room of the house is very large, with several integrated environments, which bring a greater sense of spaciousness to the environment. The master suite is another point that draws a lot of attention, being super spacious and with a huge ceiling height. The property also features a beautiful leisure area on its roof, and even a space with a barbecue on the ground floor. In all, the property has about 4,480 square feet of floor area, being divided into 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And according to media reports, Chris Rock sold the house in early 2018 for about $3,350,000. As Chris Rock has a larger real estate portfolio, he wins this round. Business. Both actors know how to diversify their sources of income through business ventures, but who stands out more in business? In 2017, for example, Kevin founded Laugh Out Loud, an entertainment company focused on comedy productions with a distribution partnership on several streaming services. To get an idea of the size of the business, the company's YouTube channel alone has more than 5 million subscribers, having already surpassed the 1 billion views mark since inception. He also owns Heartbeat Productions, a company that produces several films such as Night School, The Upside, and Fatherhood. Another major source of income for the actor is through stand-up shows, and he owns the Irresponsible Tour, a comedy tour that takes place in several cities around the world. As a poster boy, Kevin can also earn a lot of money. This is because he is one of the most famous comedians on social networks, with more than 160 million followers on Instagram alone. Among the brands he has advertised are H&M Fashion, Hyundai Cars, Nike Shoes, C4 Energy Drinks, Mountain Dew Kickstart, and many other companies. Chris Rock, on the other hand, as well as acting in front of the camera, has also taken on the role of screenwriter and director, having written and directed the films Head of State, I Think I Love My Wife, Good Hair, and Top 5. He has also had excellent results as a television producer, such as the comedy series Everybody Hates Chris, which was based on Rock's own experiences as a teenager. The series was very successful all over the world and earned him several awards for it. However, as a presenter, he has attended the Oscars a few times, which must have earned him some good money as well. Rock can also be considered a writer, having already released the book Rock This. His stand-up shows are one of his biggest sources of income, seeing as many of them were broadcast on the HBO channel several times, such as Bigger and Blacker, Never Scared, Kill the Messenger. Most recently, in 2018, he partnered with Netflix and starred in the stand-up comedy special Tambourine, which garnered very positive reviews. Chris Rock is also a very successful voice actor who has lent his voice to very well-known characters, such as the Mosquito in the animated film The Bee Movie. But his most famous voice acting performance is undoubtedly the eccentric zebra Marty in the animated film franchise Madagascar, a film that was so successful it gained continuity with Madagascar 2 and Madagascar 3. His performances in comedy films have also earned him a lot of money, the highest grossing ones being alongside his friend Adam Sandler, such as in The Longest Yard, Grown Ups, and Grown Ups 2. And as if all those sources of income weren't enough, Rock also invests in companies. Being a cannabis user, he decided to invest in Lowell Herb Co., a company that manufactures cannabis-based products, owning plantations in California. And because it's difficult to determine the turnover of each business, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Net worth. There's no doubt that both comedians have made a lot of money in their careers. But which one has accumulated the highest net worth? For Chris Rock to perform in his stand-up shows, for example, it is estimated that he makes around $200,000 for each performance. His film performances also bring in a good return for Rock, who has appeared in over 75 productions. Just to voice act in Madagascar 3, for example, it is estimated that he may have earned around $5 million. But that pales in comparison to how much he must have received on Grown Ups 2, where some sources claim that due to his shares of the final worldwide box office profits, the comedian is estimated to have made something around $17 million. However, Rock's success with comedy specials remains one of his biggest sources of income. Proof of this is the enormous value of his contract with Netflix, for which he received about $20 million each stand-up performance, totaling $40 million. But without a doubt, the year Chris Rock made the most money was 2009, thanks to his comedy series Everybody Hates Chris, which became one of the most watched shows on American television network UPN, contributing some $42 million to his annual revenue. And despite making a lot of money, it is speculated that Chris Rock's net worth is not that great. That's because he lost a large portion of his wealth after his divorce, an estimated $40 million. And Chris' sense of humor is so great, He even recommends that his friends hire his ex-wife's lawyers, claiming they'll make a lot of money. And even though no one knows exactly how big the comedian's net worth is, many sources estimate that Chris Rock's net equity, that is, after paying all taxes, could be as high as $100 million, a huge amount that puts him among the richest comedians in the world. But Kevin Hart is not far behind in this dispute. Only with his stand-up shows, for example, he can fill auditoriums with thousands of paying spectators, making up to millions of dollars in just one show. It is estimated that by adding up all the shows on his last tour, Kevin made more than $70 million. His income from movies, however, is undoubtedly the source of a large part of his wealth. It is speculated that he receives a starting salary of at least $10 million per film, an amount that can increase greatly if it becomes a blockbuster. One of his most commercially successful films, for example, was Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, a production that grossed almost $1 billion, which even led to making Part 2 Jumanji Next Level, where it also grossed an excellent $800 million. And with the success of the movie, the actor probably raised his fee quite a bit. And if we add up all his sources of income throughout his career, including his companies that employ dozens of people, it is a fact that Kevin Hart has already amassed a huge fortune. To get an idea of his net worth, some sources speculate that the actor has already amassed a net worth of more than $400 million. In other words, Kevin Hart wins this final round. At the end of this fight, we had 2 points for Chris Rock against 4 points for Kevin Hart, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.